What is data type in databases? When you want to store data in a database through front-end applications, it can be of various categories. You may store numbers, text of any length, small or big, date, timestamp, image, text files, media files, URLs and so on. Database data types refer to the format and size of the data recorded in a database. For example, if you set data type of an attribute, column, to number, it will only allow the user to enter numbers. Alphabets will be restricted at the time of data insertion and update. Data types are set at the time of table creation. They can be altered anytime but with some limitations. Following example of table creation shows how data types are set. Field product _ID is of numeric type and can store values from 0 to 99. Product name can be of any string but within 100 characters. Importance of selecting right data type. Data grows with time. It may grow exponentially, and storage optimization becomes critical. The size of data not only affects the storage but also the performance of your database. Hence, you need to be careful while selecting the kind and range. The correct approach is to select the smallest type and range that matches the kind of data you are allowing in the column. You may alter the column any time later if need arise. For example, if your column stores number of the month, then the value can only be between 1 and 12. The perfect type and range for such a column will be number, 2. The first step in building a robust application is to focus on data types and start with a solid foundation. They also ensure data accuracy. Different databases offer various data types for a variety of purposes. The most used data types that you need to know will be covered in this tutorial. Varchar 2. Variable length character string. When you create a Varchar 2 type, you supply the maximum number of bytes or characters it can store. Data is stored as it is, which saves storage and memory. Max size depends on the variable max_string_size. If the value is extended, it can store up to 32,767, and if standard, then only 4,000 bytes. 1 character equals to 1 byte. Example, name Varchar 2, 20, can store up to 20 characters, and according to the value storage will be consumed. And Varchar 2. Variable length Unicode character string. The main difference between Varchar 2 and Varchar 2 is that Varchar 2 stores non-Unicode or English characters, whereas Varchar 2 stores Unicode or non-English characters. The size of each character is determined by the national character set definition, but the maximum size remains the same what we have for Varchar 2. Char. Fixed length character data. The maximum string length is defined either in bytes or characters. If you do not specify any parameter, byte will be set by default. Size range is from 1 to 2000 bytes. Space is padded if the size is less than 2000 bytes, which is loss in terms of memory and storage. Char. Fixed length Unicode character data. The main difference between char and char is that char 2 stores non-Unicode or English characters, whereas char 2 stores Unicode or non-English characters. The size of each character is determined by the national character set definition, but the maximum size remains the same that we have for char. Space is padded to fill the max size. Number, p, number, ps. Where P is for precision and S is for scale. In 12.7, 12 is the precision and 7 is the scale. In numbers, the range of precision is from 1 to 38 and the range of the scale is between -84 to 127. If the scale is not specified, then scale is 0. Number, 5,3, means that it has 2 digits before the decimal and 3 digits after the decimal. It can store both positive and negative numbers. Number depending on the value may require 1 to 22 bytes. Float. Float is a subtype of number. It only has precision without any scape. It is a whole number, in other words. Value can range from 1 to 126 binary digits, and accordingly the required space will be between 1 to 22 bytes. Float will not accept decimal number. Long. Long can store up to 2 GBs of Unicode and non-Unicode data. It is a variable length data. Date. It can hold any valid date starting from January 1, 4712 BC, to December 31, 9999 AD. Data size in this type is fixed, which is 7 bytes. Date may contain date, month, year, hours, minutes, and second. It will not store fraction seconds or time zone. The default format of date is determined by NLS_date_format parameter, or implicitly by the NLS_territory parameter. In date type, time is optional. Timestamp stores date and time including milliseconds. Default format of timestamp data type is DD-MON YYYYYYHH-ME SSMS. It occupied 11 bytes of fixed memory. Timestamp with time zone. Same as timestamp, but additionally includes time zone. Raw. Stores data in a binary format, zeros and ones, and byte strings. Images, audio and video files can be stored. Maximum size can be 32,767 bytes. Long raw. Same as raw, however the maximum size is up to 2 GB. CLOB. CLOB stands for Character Large Object, and this data type is used for storing non-Unicode characters. The maximum size is 128 TB. Blob. A binary large object. Maximum size is 4 GB. 1, asterisk, database block size. Blob stands for binary large object, and this data type is used for storing image, audio and video files in the zeros and ones binary format. The maximum size is 128 TB. File. Contains a locator to a large binary file stored outside the database. Enables byte stream input-output access to external LOBs residing on the database server. Maximum size is 4 GB.